we have jumpers away right now. High overhead, you'll see the red smoke of our paracommandos as they make their way back down to earth. Paracommandos, a great little unit we've been watching for years at the air shows, but they do so much more than jump at air shows and sporting events. The U.S. SOCOM's mission, listen to this, provide fully capable special operation forces to defend the United States and its interest, synchronized planning of global operations against terrorist networks. The paracommandos, they are the U.S. SOCOM paracommandos. Now they do this all over the country. They perform free fall parachute demonstrations across the United States, showcasing the unique mission capabilities of the U.S. Special Operations Command, and informing the public about the Special Operation Commands, their soldiers, their sailors, their airmen, and the Marines. It's a joint force. They all work together. Now look high in the sky because you will see our SOCOM team announcer orbiting down to Earth. And SOCOM, give me a nod, but I believe this is Chris Fucci, is it not, coming down with us today? Let's see. Jumping in with the traditional SOCOM canopy. Now folks, he's down low enough that he can hear you, so make some noise for our first paracommando as they make their way back down to Airshow Center. That big yellow banner that's right there at Show Center, that is the hot target they're trying to hit. Now this particular jumper, he is going to land a little closer to the narrator stand because, as I alluded to, this is how an air show announcer makes an entrance. Jay Rabbit does this at every show. He jumps right out of the back of his truck. Here he comes, folks. Make some noise for our first paracommando, your announcer for the rest of the show. There he is. We're gonna get the canopy down. Now watch this and take notes because these paracommandos, they do not mess around. They're gonna have this guy who just jumped out of a helicopter. He's gonna unstrap this parachute, he's gonna run over here, and he's gonna grab the microphone, and he's gonna narrate the rest of this portion. I would be so out of breath, Jay.
Those jumpers were reaching speeds in excess of 120 miles per hour. And those happen to be the two most experienced jumpers on the team. If you notice, the first jumper is going to start spiraling. He's establishing the stack for the second jumper. The second jumper is going to pull in right behind him, just like the morning show, and we're going to all land Show Center. The first jumper today is our team leader with over 5,000 parachute jumps. He is Paracommando number 1. He is Mr. Keith Walter from Huntsville, Alabama. And at this point, Keith is holding into the wind. Winds have shifted from the morning, where they were really, really light, to a little bit stronger this afternoon. Keith is moving into position to set the stack for our number 2 jumper, Mr. Andy Serrano. Andy is the most experienced jumper on the Paracommandos with over 10,000 parachute jumps. And in addition to having over 10,000 jumps, he also jumped with the Senior President Bush twice as a primary instructor. Andy is also our parachute rigger, and Andy makes sure that all of our equipment is in tip-top shape. At this point, they've entered their final pattern, and they can certainly hear you, so let's give a big round of applause to Mr. Keith Walter and Andy Serrano, who are going to land at Show Center. Keith's giving a good leg kick. He's got those brakes. He's going to let the canopy go to full flight, and he's going to come in for a beautiful pinpoint landing right in the target area. And that's the way it's done. Beautiful landing, Keith. And right behind him, Mr. Andy Serrano. And another picture-perfect landing in the target area by Mr. Serrano. Great job, guys. U.S. Army Ranger. and Lieutenant Commander Laura Luna. So we are truly joint today, although I don't think we have an Air Force jumper. If you'll look directly overhead, coming from north to south, right over the show line, is that beautiful UH-1 Huey. Our jumpers are moving into position. The jump master is looking out the door, and they'll be exiting momentarily. As soon as they exit the aircraft, and about right there, I'm guessing we're going to have one jumper. Perfect timing. That's that's Master Sergeant Kyle Margolovsky, who's going to lead this stack in. And we should have a nice simultaneous opening. 4 beautiful black and gold SOCOM canopies setting up a stack. And like we always do it, number 1 jumper going to set that stack. He's going to perform a downwind base and final into the target area. Every jumper will land approximately 20 seconds apart. And going for that nice tiptoe soft landing in the target area. The DC area all week. We are home based out of MacDill Air Force Base. We are the parent command, the 4-star command for all special operations forces in the Department of Defense. And we are well represented on the team with Special Forces, Rangers, U.S. Navy SEALs, Paracommando. The Paracommandos are a truly joint team. And the stack is looking fantastic. They're setting it up. They're following Master Sergeant Margolovsky as he does his downwind, getting ready to turn base, and then final. Again, Kyle is a native of Wisconsin with over 1,000 parachute jumps, in addition to being a parachute instructor. Welcome back to Andrews Air Force Base, Kyle. Set the stack, if you would. Say hello to Kyle. Kyle's going to full flight. He's squaring up to the target area. He's going to flare that parachute for a nice, soft tiptoe landing. Great job. Right behind him, we have Colonel Wando. Will's going to do the exact same thing. He's going to flare that parachute, hold it, and perfect landing in the target area. Nicely done. Our 3rd and 4th jumpers are setting up for their final approach. Our 3rd jumper, U.S. Army Ranger Micah Hitchcock from Chicago, Illinois, with over 500 parachute jumps. And our final jumper, flying the POW MIA flag so that we will never forget. Hailing from San Antonio, Texas, with nearly 1,000 parachute jumps, is U.S. Navy Lieutenant Commander Laura Luna. Welcome back, Laurel. Bring it on home. We've got one more beautiful final approach as he goes to full flight. He's going to let that parachute fly. He's going to flare it for a perfect soft landing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Paracommandos. On behalf of our commander and Command Sergeant Major, thank you for the opportunity to perform for you today. And you can like us on Facebook, keyword Paracommandos, or www.socom.mil. Again, it's been our distinct pleasure to perform for you, and enjoy the Thunderbirds this afternoon. Have a great day.